unless you go all the way back to, you have to reset the game. Like, you literally have to reset the game to do that.
Yeah. Just tell them it's fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. They're just gonna keep it that way. Okay, so Pin is player one, and it's gonna be Jake versus Reindog. In what an insane bracket tonight. We had never had Zoo lose a tournament, let alone lose a set. Chavo never out of top 3. We're currently looking at a tournament where I didn't make top 8. Chavo went out at 7th. Zoo went out at 5th. And
the one to take both of them out is still in.
yeah, Sage is still in, which doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Yeah, you think even if things went normally, he would have still made it to this point. Because Sage is nuts. And, however, the people who are remaining on winner's side here is very different. We got Pin with the Jake, Retro with the Reindog, and maybe it's the battle armor power up, because I did get every single skin for the setup, other than the battle pass skin. So now they have that grip.
Yeah, I noticed you have like cowboy outfit.
Yeah, I got them all. I definitely dropped like maybe $150 before the tournament started today. Got all the skins, but it's all good because I want people to have access to everything. Right now, I think that Retro, if he's ever been close enough to possibly taking a tournament or having an opportunity to get a W on Pin, I think it's today.
I agree. The one thing I will say though, I've definitely heard Josh mention how difficult this match is.
This is his worst matchup by far. It's not even close.
He's doing a good job so far. But it all depends, like, how well will the adaptation on both sides be, and how well will Josh continue to adapt.
Yeah, I mean, he's had good defense there for a second, but you're forced to go low. You don't have a good vertical recovery. Yeah, so you have to go low. Those side airs force you to go low, and then that dare just closes it out every time. But he did put 70 on him. He's also learned recently from a couple of the Reindogs on some new strings that he's doing. That right there, jab to dare, is a loop that you can do that leads to a lot of damage, can also lead to a 0 to death. So you got to be very careful when you get hit by that. Luckily for Pin, he's in center, and Pin is going to find a knockout right there. He does that so often. That was at like 60. All right, gets the downer.
Great reversal on Retro's part.
This is very normal this is like par for the course. What happens a lot with these matches too. Pin is impossible to hit sometimes when it's later. That's what's up right there.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Those are really nice.
And wow, straight to 76.
He's still going.
Oh, he was so close to finding that.
If it weren't for the stretchy arm, that actually might have been the stop.
The up special is just like, it just plays so good at completely ignoring a majority of what Jake has to be fearful of off stage. He needs it to in a way because it's just one giant hitbox going up on a recovery. But the fact that it's so hard to challenge makes it difficult for someone like Reindog to close it out. He keeps dodging and jumping in, by the way, in that same spot. Pin has covered it every time.
Nice maneuvering.
Oh boy, just starts rolling. Limp Retro.
In terms of percents, we're keeping it close, but Josh is down to start.
Yeah, it's not much. For when it comes to what Reindog wants to do, he wants to zone, he wants to set up, he wants to control the pace of the game. It's hard to do against a character who reflects it all and who also doesn't need to commit heavily. So you have to force him to approach. That being said, that's probably going to lead to a knockout outright. It's not. Wow. It was really close though. Pin holding this lead super well then. Downer should do it.
Okay.
It's not undoable.
No, it's definitely not.
It's rough, but it's not doable, and it wouldn't be the first time we've seen it. That was really good. I like what Pin did there.
Careful with the reflex.
Like, Pin forced him to have to jump because of that, and that's going to close out game number 1. Side air comes in and closes it. However, I will say, that was, I think, the closest start that I've seen amongst their games. So that bodes well in terms of Retro trying to stay composed, but that also went away to Pin getting like a 60 damage knockout off the ceiling because he keeps jumping and dodging the same spot. And if you're Pin, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, exactly. He's just going to keep going for it, and that's what you need to work around. You got to see what routes Pin is deciding to take and then make him start adapting.
Exactly. You like being super linear with your defensive options in this game is no bueno. A lot of people have talked about how you know, there's not a lot of advantage state, quote unquote, in this game. That's actually not true. Now, it's different because, you know, when somebody uses one defensive option, you can dodge a lot more, but you can force people to follow where you want them to go because there's no shielding, there's no grabbing except for command grabs, so it's easier to control routes. That's exactly what Pin has been doing to Retro so far.
Right now, Retro with a decent start. Actually,
I think this is a it's a half decent stage pick because you play around Cromulence. You never go there against Jake. That's just don't do it. But it also you get the ability to sneak a couple early knockouts off the top. But for Retro, it's more so how small the stage is. Because with the way it is now, with Batcave, with the Batmobile's gone, it makes it more doable. That could have been a stock though if that didn't clank. Defense. Pin, like I like how Pin, like he's holding on to that double up air again. Like, why do I need to go in for that? I'm not gonna do it. Volley off that. That was instant dodge ups. Nope.
He was just like a hair away from actually getting hit.
It was so close. He's going for the falling up air, does not connect, and this is where Pin is super dangerous. Once he starts going for a lot of charge cancels, you get mixed consistently. He's lucky he got the wall there. That is a volley. He didn't go low though. Pin smartly going high, and then he gets him with the anti-air up attack.
Really good stuff from Pin. Being able to retaliate back after almost being put in a very bad position himself.
Pin gonna get hit by jab there. That is a true combo, but it's not enough to send him off the top. Jake with the weight. I think that the scariest thing about Jake is how heavy he is for a character that can box as well as he does.
I agree.
That still surprises me consistently. But it's also a game that's, you know, heavily balanced around twos. You need a weight like that when your character that's constantly based on throwing hitboxes out. Oh, misses out.
No reversal though.
Still not gone. And I know that he likes to play Taz Trig, but even then, still didn't fall to the top. Uses that really often. He uses the nairs to kind of like inflate, dip, and Retro getting caught by a lot of these dares. Still not enough to get him off the top right there. Pin. It's so hard to get rid of.
Still very doable for Retro right now.
I'm still really like, the thing that always impresses me the most about Pin is how he plays while he has him. I know I say this every set that he shows up on screen, but it's for good reason. It's easy in this game to accidentally get too comfortable, and then you get steamrolled by a 5-hit string. That will make you get frustrated and try to force something that's not necessary. Pin barely ever does that, as he tries to get him dodging in because he's dodging almost every other time. But I like how Pin is automatically reset, waited for the zoning to start, chose his right time at the start of zoning, and then goes in.
Yep. And like you said in the past games, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, doing these same setups, but taking a moment at certain times to recognize when to reset and do something.
Yeah, that being said, that's very similar to what we were just talking about. Retro actually just missed a stock where he had the read before on a side special, but the horse just missed. So he walked away from it. But now here's Retro getting caught by the command grab that's going to send him over to the side. You do not want to get caught by that nair. That reversal down air, only 39 damage.
This could be it. This could be the game that Josh takes, but we got to see. Dodging the command grab, that's a first for Reindog.
Yeah,
considering how big he is.
That's a hefty point. Also, one of my favorite things about how they make even that horse. This fighting game actually makes like quadruped characters or like characters that use all 4 legs like function well, kind of like Pokken. It's pretty cool, and Reindog functions well as an actual platform fighter character. That being said, not the best spot right now. Dodge was used, and he just sneaks by. I swore Pin was going to read that. That right there is Pin's favorite mix-up. He goes for side air, instant jump over to the down air. He has a small lead. That's gonna ignite. Send him. Oh God!
Jesus. Okay. Rather get hit by that up B than a down air.
Yeah, or just die. Oh, now he's going for rolls.
Wait.
Retro sees through it. Oh, he didn't get hit. The full up air doesn't matter. And the up attack is gonna take it. He's not used to being here, so he put the fist up. He forgot he has a best of 5.
That was actually really unfortunate. The second hit of up air kind of just didn't hit.
Yeah, that still, I mean, he wouldn't have gotten knocked out to that, but like it would have kept advantage.
Yeah, it would have kept advantage, and he wouldn't have died for it.
True. Like it's so scary because a lot of characters have ways to navigate around roll up attack.
Yes.
Like, it's not perfect, but we have options. Most people have like a linear projectile that'll be quick enough. But because of the way that Reindog works, your main knockout option is down air. And you have to go above that. You don't have grounded options that are going to lead to a knockout usually. You're forced to go above him almost every time, and that's why Pain has been taking full advantage of that. Jab loops.
Jab.
They 40 damage. Even if he falls out, that's not bad at all. But yeah, luckily for Pin, he is falling out because I've seen Retro pull off the 0 to death. So that could lead to a nice early lead for him if he can find it.
Right now, it's looking like a whole different game. But Pin,
My goodness.
Pin using the bounce from the car.
I think Pin is one of the best players that I've ever seen, especially in ones. Utilize walls so well. He mixes it up between this on Cromulon, this here. Double dare though.
But
That's the weakness of Reindog, man. Barely any recovery options you can use the change on that. And now these dodges in, like we said before. You want to mix it up, but usually what he'll do is he'll either go for projectile stall back or he'll dodge in straight up. And Pin is conditioned him like to be scared of both.
Like you said, the fact that Reindog's options for recovery isn't great. Josh at times has been forced to stall and pray that he doesn't get hit.
Yeah, and immediately covered that too. There's actually, the only thing you could do there is up air stall once and hope he misses.
Yeah.
That's it. But
he got thrown in the exact same position as the first stock. Same angle and everything, just different beats of death.
The game one, he did bring this back before. He got into the same position, and he brought it back somewhat. But Pin now, again, with a massive lead, this is where he's at his strongest.
Josh kind of going crazy right now.
This is, I mean, okay. All right, you know what? You take that up attack.
No, he was literally going crazy.
Yeah, I'll take that up attack versus dying every time. Well, actually, yeah, he's still going in. So Retro has these moments where he just like pops off. Like he makes Reindog look insanely quick, and he's still taking barely. He's only taken 22 since this stock has begun. I'm sorry. As he almost gets knocked out. Oh, he's gonna die to that. Oh, he dodged at the perfect time.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I thought that was bad.
So close.
Especially with how light Reindog is.
Yeah, here on Batcave. But still, 2-stock lead in favor of Pin right now. Looking for a down air, trying to keep this going. Trying to just end this set right now. Put himself in that comfortable spot in winner side of Grand Finals. There goes those charred mix-ups. Retro tried to reach a dodge in, but like, he's just dodging out every time. It's like, look, you either hit me with side special or no. That's it.
Such a bad spot. Very but great games nonetheless. Josh putting on a great show.
Unfortunate or not, is if somebody puts you in that spot, you punish it. You must punish that because, like, no matter which way you look at it, if you put yourself there, there's no reason for me not to go hit that. Like, and Pin is so good at capitalizing on that all the time. So
no, for sure. Literally, all 3 of those stocks that he took that game saw Josh in that position and doing a great job, whether it was a side attack or a down air to just knock him out into the blast zone.
True. Yeah, cast a curse for real. Yeah, right on cue. Literally, as I said, he hadn't been hit once.